The views and opinions expressed in the following program do not necessarily reflect those of KXVS, the Voice of Stockton, or its parents, affiliates, management, and staff.
Welcome to the Artist Hour on TV OSJ, the Voice of Joaquin and Stockton Community Station. This is the Artist Hour, and I am Joshua. With me is my co-host Alejo.
Hello.
And today on episode 5, or is this episode 6, we have Accidentally Murdered.
Hey, how you guys doing?
So just wanted to brief a little bit on the song we just played.
Oh, Scout by a Spoon.
Why is it only 37 seconds though?
It was just a quick, fast, in-your-face type of song.
Okay.
Nice.
Do you?
Doesn't take much longer than that to die.
Yeah. Do you definitely do you open or close with that, or is that just like a middle?
It's open. Yeah, we open
It's an
with that
opener.
song.
It's an opener.
Yeah, that would get them real quick, real fast in your face, let you guys know
Yeah.
what we're about real quick.
Sound check opener, or more like
It's not
After.
After.
after?
Yeah.
Okay. So I just wanted to brief upon why the name.
Why the name? Actually, that was made by a song made by a former member of ours named Cody, and he made it with his friend. And then when he joined the band, he incorporated it with us and wanted to play it live.
Okay.
And then we ended up recording it. And just to honor the past bandmates, we play a lot of our old songs today because we love everybody that's been in the band, that left the band. And we like to continue the legacy because this band is part of Stockton. And everybody that's been a part of it, we like to just keep, shining their talents.
Definitely.
So you guys are all from Stockton, born
Yeah.
and raised?
Yep.
Can we get a little introduction
Yeah.
of each for you?
Let's do that. And
yeah, well-
position in the band too.
Yeah.
Well, I'll start. I'm Adan Espino. I do the vocals. And
Chuck Smith, I do guitar and backup vocals.
Sure.
John Watson. I do the drums, and this is
I'm Mark DuPriest, and I do guitars.
Okay. So is there one more member?
there's actually two more members.
Two more.
There's another vocalist, Mosca, and then we have our bass player, Stu.
Okay.
Nice.
Okay. And the bass player Stu, he's the one that went to get.
Yeah,
The
he went to
merch.
go to grab the merch real quick
Cool.
because
Okay.
I dropped the ball on that one.
So you mentioned a lot of lineup changes. Do you
yeah.
want to introduce us to maybe a little bit of your early history? Maybe tell us a little bit about how you guys evolved to you guys started.
Like what
you
year
guys
the
are
band
big.
established?
Yeah.
Okay, yeah. Well, it started back in 2004 with another friend of ours, Jose, and him and another partner were playing, and then the other guy couldn't play. I forget his name. Who was the other drummer before you?
Muddy?
Was Muddy? Yeah, it was Muddy, another friend of ours. And John filled in and started playing with Hoser, and then they started making music, and yeah, just started in the garage, man. And I didn't join until years later. There was, what were the other members?
faggots. I mean, sorry, but
Um,
they're not with us today, but they still like to.
Yeah, no, but I'm saying there was Chris, there's Fat Chris, and there was Mo,
Flat.
John, the old vocalist, old bass player. They played until Chris dropped out of 07. I joined in 07, and Mo continued to play until like 2015, and that's
Okay.
when we picked up Stu.
Cool.
And we actually added Chuck in 2010.
Okay. So who's the newest member?
The newest, I would have to say Mark. Mark is the one that filled in for Cody. Cody played with us from 2015 to 2017, and then that's when we picked up Mark to fill in for shows because Cody couldn't make it. He got a new kid, new job, life happens.
Yeah.
So we just Mark was right there available, and he was ready to throw down with us, man. And we appreciate him and everything he's bringing to the band now.
That's what's up.
That is. you guys all born and raised in Stockton?
Yeah, absolutely.
So, I'm not saying you guys look pretty old, but
Yeah, we old.
how long have you been in the music scene?
I'm old. I've been in since 95. So.
95?
Nice.
And well, I've been in music since '07. Never thought I'd be in the music scene. Never dreamed about being a vocalist. I was just their friend. They told me to hop on the mic and see what I sound, and they didn't let me leave.
Since you're the vocalist, I want to know how did you discover your sound? How did you discover you can scream really brutal?
I wouldn't call it screaming. I kind of do like an inhale, deep,
It is brutal though.
gurgle. Just playing with the mic, man. I mean, listening to other vocalists, trying to imitate them, try not to mess up my voice. So I try to figure out my own way to how to do it. So like that's why I started doing the inhale instead of just screaming outwards, because I'd mess up my voice that way. And doing it's easier for me.
Okay.
And that way I can talk afterwards. And
It sounds really sick.
It does.
So it's so deep. I was thinking you were singing like from somewhere deep, like in your diaphragm.
Well, it's a combination
Yeah,
of
that
everything.
costed me
It
back for a
starts
while.
right here, and then it goes from your chest and your diaphragm. I can't really explain it. Just something I do.
Do you want to demonstrate it?
Oh man, I have to warm up a little bit, but
It's cool. Don't worry about it. But yeah, it sounds really tight.
I appreciate it, man. Yeah,
all you
definitely.
guys sound
And
cool.
yeah, man, these guys all do great vocals as well. That's why I have them. When our other vocalist isn't filling in, I have them do the highs because I can't really do both.
Who does the highs?
Well, Mosca does.
Oh,
but he
you do
fills
the
in-
highs.
He fills in for the highs.
Cool.
And Mark does a little bit of both. He does deeps and the highs.
Okay.
And this is just backup stuff. And
Those
Mosca,
highs are
he
really
does the
sick.
full-on vocals. Highs.
Who can do the pig squills?
Well, I think we all can, but I mainly do it on the recording.
Nah. the pig squills get me all the time.
I like it.
Yeah.
Those are
Yeah, man, you put it in at the right spot, man.
Yeah,
It's
I mean,
nice flavor.
it reminds me a lot of like Choking Victim with Leftover Crack, just how high and piercing it gets.
Oh
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
Yeah.
So, I mean, maybe not the same style, but,
Yeah.
you know. It's
Oh yeah, no,
definitely
dude. There's so many influence
piercings.
from all different genres of
Yeah.
music and just friends mainly. Honestly, our influence is our friends. If it weren't for our friends, we wouldn't be doing what we're doing.
So,
Dope.
do you guys all come from different bands
Yeah.
before you joined Accidentally Murdered?
Yeah. Well, I haven't. This was my first
Okay.
band.
Nice.
And I've been in it ever since. And yeah.
So what you said, because I talked to you a couple of days ago, you said you came from a bunch of different bands, right? Too many off the top of your head to remember.
Yeah.
So
Yeah.
you're in a second band though, right?
Yeah, Chain Whip Mother.
Okay. What type of genre is that?
It's dirty rock and roll.
Okay.
Nice.
Mainly singing about the ladies
Okay.
Nice.
in a rotten way.
So more like Motorhead.
Yes.
Okay.
Very Motorhead-esque.
Anybody else in different
Punk
bands?
influence.
Mark's in Earth-like Planet with Stu. They've got the little side thing going on. So is Evil. He's in another band called Foul Play.
Okay.
And with the old guitar player doing the other old sick ass songs.
Nice.
And I think that's about it, right? No one else is doing nothing else. I got another project I'm doing with a friend of mine.
Oh, tell me about that one.
We got a couple songs coming out. They're already out. We got another one we're working out, and it's just something to do, to keep doing.
Okay.
And expand. And yeah, man, just check us out on Spotify.
So I heard you guys just came back from Vegas, right?
Oh yeah. Well, it was Vegas was one stop of a part of a tour. We went to L.A., to Glendale, and then Albuquerque, then to
Nice.
Tempe, and then Bullhead City, and then we hit Vegas, and then Cupertino, and then back home.
Okay.
Nice. That's a sick tour.
Yeah, man, it was pretty
That's,
cool. The worst part was that there was no AC in the van.
Oh.
And you were going to all those
windows.
cities.
No windows.
No. Oh yeah. That's
Shout
right.
out to Nemesis on that.
Oh yeah, we had a fill-in drummer because Evil was working at the time, couldn't get the time off,
For sure.
Okay.
and we had Brandon Nemesis fill in, and he did a wonderful job.
Dope. Shout out to Nemesis then.
Yeah,
Shout out to
definitely.
them. So was this your tour? How many tours have you done so far together with your current lineup?
With our current line, just the one.
Just that one, right?
Yeah, we did one before, and that was with Cody.
Okay.
That was in 2017.
Yeah.
Did you go on tour with other bands?
We
Yeah.
went with our other buddies in Symbolic, our first tour.
Okay.
And
So
in-
all of you guys together in the one van or in
no,
different
no.
vans? Or?
No, it was just we had our separate cars
For
on the
sure.
first tour, and the second tour it was just the 4 boys in the van. Not everybody could make it because of jobs
Right,
and,
right, right.
and
Yeah, yeah.
So
stuff like that.
was this a headlining tour or
Oh
was
no,
this
no!
just
The headliner was Full C from Italy. And
Oh,
those are
nice.
boys, and those guys are fucking.
How do
They
you spell
switched
that?
it up
Those are
with us,
badass.
but
How do you
yeah.
spell that?
Full C is FULCI.
and you
Check them
said
out.
they are from Italy?
From Italy?
They're from Italy.
Nice.
And it's
Child.
really awesome.
So that
really
they
awesome.
they hit every date you guys went
Yeah.
on?
Oh yeah. They met with us. We actually missed a date. We were supposed to meet them in San Diego and play,
Okay.
but our drummer was working that day, so we had to wait the extra day before we could meet them, and we just met them in LA.
Okay. Nice. How do they like the music scene in California? Have they ever been to California since?
No, I don't think so. They've been into the East Coast. This was their first time into the West Coast, and they say they had a blast, man. They really enjoyed it. It's different. The only difference, they would bring their beers out of the bar, and they kept having to go back inside.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So there's little things that were different, but other than that, they really enjoyed it. They enjoyed the people around here, and
They
and
really
the
like
music.
Frisco.
yeah,
Frisco?
Yeah,
Yeah.
Frisco.
Yeah, Frisco's a
area,
good
yeah.
scene.
Yeah.
Yeah. Oh, and
And
Joshua
Joshua
Tree.
Tree, yeah.
Yeah, that was a pretty sweet spot to stop by and check out.
Did you learn anything from them?
Oh man, just the camaraderie and just the lovingness, man. No matter what happened, we're working together. No one blew a fuse. No one got mad at each other. It was just, oh man, it couldn't have gotten even
That's
more
awesome.
better than that. You know what I mean? It was like picture perfect almost, except for having to sleep in the
Oh
van.
yeah, in the hot van.
That's part of the picture.
Yeah.
Yeah, right.
Yeah.
You gotta go through the mud,
Yeah.
man, to make stuff happen, and
Yeah.
that was it.
How big were the venues? Were they big enough where you can draw a big mosh pit, or?
There were bars. You can not really big, but that's how we like it right now. We're still trying to get our names out there.
Okay.
But yeah, we got a pretty good amount
Not
of
enough
people.
room for decent pits.
Yeah.
Not Wall of Death yet. Here.
No,
Here.
not yet. No, not yet. It would be nice, but not yet. Like I said, we got to get more people
Yeah.
out there, more familiar with us before we can actually start demanding stuff. You know what I mean?
Yeah, for
Right now,
sure.
we just want you to enjoy and groove with us.
Cool. That's awesome.
More intimate setting is better.
Oh yeah.
Yeah?
Yeah. We like
Okay.
the closer, intimate setting because it gets hot, gets wild.
See,
everybody gets,
I like that
Right.
too. When I go to local shows, I prefer that over a big festival. But I've gone to both. So.
Yeah, absolutely. And Las Vegas Death Fest was awesome. Everybody that was there, everybody that put on the show. Thanks to Andrew Mangiano is the one who helped us book the shows. He's from Midnight Management. I've been
Okay.
working with that guy for years, and that guy he's shown us a lot of love throughout the years, man. And
Cool. Shout out to him.
I mean I can't say enough about that little dude. He's dope.
That's what's up.
George Costanza.
Yeah.
It's like Costanza and Danny DeVito.
Yeah.
Definitely, man.
So I'm going back a little bit to your history. With so many lineup changes, or with the lineup changes, has there also been a style evolution, or have you guys always played as fast and hard?
The only difference is we added solos. We
Okay.
actually got
Okay.
yeah, that's what we added. But other than that, it's pretty much the same pace, the same influence, the same kind of punk, thrash, and I throw in the nasty grind.
Yeah.
But yeah, I mean, who knows what the future holds, though. I mean, we've got new bandmates, we got new. We're hungry, man. I know we ain't going nowhere for a while.
So
what's up.
solos, that includes drum solos too, yeah.
If you want me to,
I want to hear your drum
There's
solo.
guitars on the
Yeah,
I'll kill
yeah,
you.
just yeah.
guitars on the album.
Okay.
Threw some more solos. Made it a little chunkier
Okay.
with the breakdowns.
So you brought up your album. Which album and when did it come out? What's the name? Do you have any details about that?
The first album's called Bloodville. We
Okay.
actually had that written and done in 2014, but wasn't released in 2017
Okay.
officially. And we're currently working on a second.
Is that a full length album?
The one's a full-length
Okay.
album.
So the second one you're working on is a full length too?
Yes.
Okay. So the first one, what platforms is it released on?
Spotify, Amazon,
Apple.
I mean, I think we're on SoundCloud as well.
Yeah.
YouTube. I mean, anywhere.
So all those platforms.
Yes.
What about Bandcamp?
Bandcamp, that's the only place we don't have anything
That
on.
and Pandora is
Yeah.
the only two that's not on.
Okay.
Yeah.
You should check into Bandcamp.
Yeah, I think we had something set up a while back, but we didn't have like merch and stuff to like sell then.
Okay.
Or anybody was organized enough to take in the orders and then send them out.
No, for
We
sure.
kind of just want you guys to come to the shows and get it. The only
Right.
way you can get Accidentally Merch is seeing Accidentally Murdered.
Okay.
That's cool.
So your upcoming album, what is it called?
Land of Debris.
I hope you guys know.
How's it, say that again?
Land of Debris, Home of the Slave.
Yeah, Land of Debris, Home of the Slave. There you go.
Okay.
That's so
Watch out.
sick, dude. That sounds
Yeah, I got one of the worst memories, so that's
Stay
why I
out of
got
that
these
pit.
guys.
But you're the vocalist. It's
Oh,
probably
man.
because you have all those lyrics in your head, huh?
Oh, lyrics and smoke.
Yeah.
A
So,
lot of smoke.
A little cloudy in there.
is that album almost finished, or what's the progress
it's about
on
halfway. It's about halfway. I would say we got a good 4 songs for sure.
it? Okay.
Another 2 that we need to finish, and then plenty more to make.
Okay.
And we'll add that drum solo.
Yeah.
Nice. What are some of the challenges you guys have had to face and overcome?
Challenges, just
to-
balancing work and shows, man. That's
Family
the
life
hardest.
too, right?
Yeah, family life. That's the hardest
And
challenge.
money.
And money,
Yeah, that's all part of it.
Money's the number one.
for sure.
Mostly blood.
So, who has kids here?
These 2 fellas
Okay.
right here in the middle.
In the middle.
Snitch.
So how is it juggling work, band,
Balls.
and your kids and your wives?
Same as
You gotta-
everything
you gotta
else.
maintain a
You gotta
hard
do
on.
what you want.
First
Yeah.
of all. And then you gotta.
It's the same
Yeah.
old thing, just working a little harder, bro.
Okay, yeah.
You know what I mean?
And
I've been doing it for 20-something years.
and you're juggling 2 bands, not just this band.
Yeah.
So,
Yeah.
man, that's a
Yeah.
lot of dedication.
I love music, bro. I
Yeah,
love music.
yeah. When you're something you love, you do anything for, you know.
Exactly.
I mean, if we're not doing anything else, he'd still be playing music no matter what.
Yep.
This guy, we got everything in his garage. That's where we go. No matter where he lives, that's the jam spot.
What's your address? No,
3033.
you can hit me up about that maybe later. When's your next show? Because I definitely would love to
We're
come
gonna
down.
be, July 20th, we're going to be playing Metal in the Woods. I'm not sure
Okay.
if that's exactly the exact title, but our friend Josh Leach, every year he does something like this. He does also Spring Meltdown.
Okay.
Yeah, that's the next show.
When is it?
July 20th.
Where?
I'm not sure exactly. It's in the woods.
So-
Around Tahoe.
Yeah, around
the
Tahoe.
woods.
Around
So-
Somewhere
Tahoe.
in the woods.
So they just hit you up on the phone and say, "Hey, we got a show next week," and just hit the address the day before. Is that what they do?
I believe the show was around Kirkwood.
Kirkwood.
Was what I was
Kirkwood.
told.
Okay.
Okay. So
Yeah.
for any of the listeners, if you want to see Accidentally Murdered,
Yeah. Just,
it's Kirkwood, around Kirkwood, and
Just keep an eye out on the Instagram, on the
Yeah.
Facebook.
Where can
Wh-
can people find you guys?
Instagram, Facebook. Any of the bandmates, you can follow us, message us. Pretty friendly. We love talking.
you guys
to people.
look scary, but when you get to talk to each
Well,
other, you guys
yeah.
are just big
Well,
teddy
it's-
bears, huh?
It's Stockton, man. You know what I mean? You gotta.
Yeah.
You learn not to walk as an easy target,
No, for sure.
Yeah.
and just make the best of it, man. I mean, everybody that we do talk to, you show them a lot of love.
How often do you guys go out to play in the Bay?
Not as
Every
often.
year.
Yeah, every
Every
year
year.
for
Every
sure.
year, for sure.
We're out in the
2,
Bay.
3 times a year.
All around, man. Like recently, the Cupertino. We played in San Francisco. We played in Oakland, Richmond.
We're at in Oakland.
The Stork Club.
Okay.
Played at Stork Club.
Now what about Richmond?
Richmond at the Chris Club.
No, Richmond was the,
that's
the
Vallejo.
Mutiny.
Oh,
The Mutiny.
Okay, yeah, there you
So
go.
I played when Too Short was shooting a video downstairs.
Yeah, we played there. And
Too Short was shooting a video.
Yeah.
That's
And we're
so
playing
funny.
upstairs.
Oh, nice.
That's so sick.
So since you guys are from Stockton, have you guys played everywhere in Stockton?
Basically,
Yeah, basically, yeah. A lot of venues that aren't
there's
here
not many
anymore.
places in Stockton we have not played.
I heard about your crazy days of Blackwater.
Yeah.
Oh,
Yeah, we
I
can't
was
play
thinking
Black
about
You
that.
have
anymore.
it? No. what
Hey, you
happened?
should
It's
fill
just,
them
it
in.
gets too wild, man. It's a small spot. Everybody likes to throw the tables around, and the mosh pit's like right there. I literally have to block everybody from hitting the rest of the bandmates and the equipment
Yeah.
while we're playing. There's an old
Yeah.
video a friend of mine, Jabby, made
Okay.
with one of our songs. I think it was Fleshing Semen.
Yeah.
And you can find it on YouTube, and you can see a little clip of one of the
Brutal.
hits. Yeah, there. And,
Jeez.
we played
Stand
there
weary.
twice, and
We like to have fun.
Yeah,
and,
no.
supposedly they got
That's-
the
that's for
complaints
sure.
of loud noise and stuff, and
Right.
they definitely don't want their stuff broken, so they
Yeah.
Yeah,
So
yeah.
it's definitely understandable. Sucks we can't play there, but it is what
It
it is.
happens.
See, what you do is you bring all your equipment in front, and you play in front. You play on the street. They won't let you
Yeah,
in the
you grab
venue.
one of them
You
little
play in
Honda
front of the
generators.
venue.
Oh yeah.
And you just attract all the crowd, and you show up on a show, on a different show. So you attract all the other band's audience to you.
Yeah, huh?
That's
Well,
what you
I
got to
mean,
do.
I don't like stealing shows, but as soon
Yeah.
as that band is done, we'll start.
Yeah, for sure. So they won't let you back into
Gentlemen.
Blackwater.
We haven't asked, but the last owner there was, they didn't want us there for obvious reasons.
Because I put on shows there monthly for my band, and it's called the 444 show. And there's 4 bands, $4 at the show door, and 4 hours of music. And I try to book 3 other bands that don't sound alike. I try to get maybe like a jazz band. We play alternative rock. I try to get a metal band. And I try to get you on one of those dates a couple months ago, but like you mentioned to me that Blackwater won't let you back,
Yeah,
so
no. I mean,
maybe we can
recently
find a
tried to-
loophole in that.
You can always ask.
Yeah.
just ask them. I mean, it's the only
You
thing.
guys can just wear masks.
Worst they can say
Yeah,
is no.
just wear masks
Yeah.
and flip your name from
Yeah.
accidentally murdered to murdered
Murdered
accidentally.
accidentally.
And there, you're a new band.
One of the earliest first shows these guys ever played before I was in the band. They said they sounded like Incubus in order to play at a church bazaar.
Oh
We
wow.
were lying. We were making up stories.
Yeah.
But
Dude,
they
you
played
guys
the
got the
show.
gig?
Yeah, they
Yeah.
played the show. Yeah,
Yeah.
At least you got the gig.
yeah, absolutely.
That's what's up. So, speaking of crazy stories on tour, what happened?
Anything you can
Go
tell
ahead.
us that's not
Go
too
ahead.
crazy.
Chuck got cornered in the bathroom by a lady that was about my size.
A very large woman. She's like a
No,
foot
she was
taller.
bigger than all of us.
Yeah,
Oh.
and she cornered the guy, and the bartender had to grab her and was like, "Hey, what are you doing? That's the men's room."
Oh.
Yeah, yeah, and
I was only walking in the bar, and then all I heard was, "You can't go in there!"
Yeah.
And then I look off to the right, and then the bartender has her by the wrist, and she's walking up with her hands up like she didn't do nothing. Like Chuck walks out about
Oh,
5
man.
seconds later, and he screams at me, "Where were you?"
Wow.
Yeah. So
What
that
city-
was-
Where are you?
That was the big one on the trip.
What city was that?
That was in
Bullhead.
Bullhead
yeah,
City.
Bullhead.
Um,
City, huh?
Yeah,
I'm gonna have to hit it up.
and then and then when we went to LA, we arrived like at 3 a.m. So we had those random homeless people that came up trying to sell us stuff, ask what we were doing. We had the hooker come by, try to be like, hey.
Yeah.
And we,
Lick her
just-
lips right in front of
Oh
us.
man! So you,
Oh.
so you just look at the stars. You look to
Ah.
your left, or to
Amazing.
your
Yeah.
right, away from.
Well,
the lady.
welcome
You
to
made
LA.
it, guys. That's
Yeah.
what it looks
Yeah.
like when you
I
make
think
it.
we got like 15,
You're
20
there.
minutes. Then they started hitting us up.
Oh,
Yeah.
They
Try
kept
to sell us.
asking, "Are you the police? Are you the police?"
Yeah.
We didn't get an answer, so it made us kind of iffy.
Yeah. Yeah. That's LA for
What
you.
was
Yeah,
that?
yeah,
It's
yeah.
like 20 minutes later, he comes back and he tries to sell us a box cutter with no blade.
Yeah, no blade.
No blade?
And then he tried to get one of our numbers to call us. He's like, I'll sell stuff. If you guys got something that I would want,
Trying to help you out.
trying to help you
I'm
out.
trying to help you
if you guys
boys
want to
out.
give me one of your numbers, and we're just like, nah, man, we only here for one night, and we have everything we need, so
You're
we're
not
cool.
getting anyone's number.
No.
You can go.
No. So where do you record most of your music at? Do you have a
Um,
recording studio?
No, we only went to one studio before, and that was a little pricey. As of late, we've had Cody, our our ex guitar player.
Cody Volkswagen.
Yeah, that guy, his nickname's Recody from us. He's recorded most of our stuff lately.
Okay.
Our latest songs, he recorded, he's mastered. He's a pretty awesome guy, man. So, yeah.
Would you definitely recommend him?
Oh, absolutely.
Absolutely.
Absolutely, especially in this genre. Around here, he's the man.
Did he
You
also
want
do the
good
mastering,
sound
mixing,
for a
and all
decent
that?
Yeah.
price.
Yeah,
Dope.
yeah, for a decent price, man. He'll hook you guys up. But like I said, he's busy. He's got his
Yeah.
family life, so he kind of went underground for a minute. But people keep knocking on his door. You're gonna have to get that hermit right out.
You in the dick.
So I gotta ask you, since you're a metal vocalist, what's your favorite mic to use?
I use the Elvis mic.
The Elvis mic,
Yeah, the Shure 55.
definitely.
That's my favorite. 'Cause you can
Lenore.
hold it.
Lenore!
Yeah, I named her Lenore. That way you can cup it. You know what I mean? Some people
Yeah.
got a bad habit of cupping. I
Yeah.
kind of just switched my mic instead of just using that and frustrating.
Right.
See,
the hell out
I
of
try not to cut mine, but it's just,
Yeah,
you
it's
know,
habit, man.
it is.
Especially if you're like a new vocalist, that's the one thing you go to do.
yeah.
And you're just gonna get a lot of feedback if unless you wanted to, the sound to go a lot lower, which ain't gonna work.
So it's a Shure 58, yeah?
Yeah, sure, 58
Okay,
or
definitely.
55.
55?
Sure, 55.
Okay. So you guys have a lot of tattoos, except, do you have a tattoo?
No.
No tattoos,
clean
and you're in a
canvas.
metal band.
Yeah.
No, he's got the hair.
Yeah, you do. You do.
I
Okay.
got the hair and I got a bread.
Okay.
It's pretty, though.
It is. It is.
Pretty.
So, do your fans have any accidentally murdered tattoos? Have you at least seen one?
Yeah. Or carvings.
Or carvings.
There's a couple. There's a lot of them are like close friends and family that have them. If there's any other members out there that aren't related,
Nice.
I don't know.
Look at that. Put it up to that.
Oh yeah, that's
Look
the
at that. Pow. Look at that, son.
that's the first bunch right there. The first
Yeah.
accidentally married crew.
So, and I was just about to ask that.
Oh, we
Do
can-
you
yeah.
have? Does everybody have an accidentally murdered tattoo that's in the band?
No.
Why-
That
why?
isn't that shit. I don't know. Just never really thought about it. Yeah, that's about it.
Not that dedicated, but
Well, I'll get one.
eventually.
Yeah.
You'll die.
Yeah. It's
in the
cursed,
blood.
isn't it? It's cursed.
I was gonna get one, but because our bass player, he was learning how to tattoo. Our ex bass player Mo, he was learning how to tattoo, and he had one already drawn out, but it was too small. He
Oh,
wanted something a little larger,
okay.
but it was too small, so I kind of was like, I'll wait.
Gotcha. So, I know we can't physically show your artwork,
Oh,
but
yes.
can you
Yeah.
describe, in a way, how brutal is your cover art? You know?
I
Oh,
guess.
Yeah. Oh, the
you know,
first one, the Bloodville. That one's
Bloodville.
pretty bloody.
Is that the one that's on Spotify?
That one's on Spotify.
Yeah.
That
It's
was-
got-
That's the one I listen. It's on the Stockton record. Aw, I mean, you can still hit him up.
Just imagine that.
Yeah.
Okay.
Well, I know what he means, like a horrible crime scene. You know what I mean?
Right.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah, man. I mean, we just wanted to make something look like a crime scene. Just
Right.
a little bit over the top because she's in a blood.
Bathtub.
Yeah.
Bathtub full of
Yeah.
blood.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And,
It's cool. I liked it.
And yeah, a friend of ours, Cindy. She's they're in embodied torment, and they were from Sacramento. I think they moved to Colorado.
Yes.
And
Okay.
she's the one that did the art for us, and she's pretty badass.
That's
on
cool.
doing
Was
all
that
this art.
an actual picture and then
sh-
Photoshop or?
I think she just photoshopped and did everything on the computer.
She did a really nice job.
Yeah,
Yeah,
she did
that's
the
really
logo
cool.
and everything.
If
the
I was
blood
able
splatter.
to pull it up on the camera, I would, but
Mad
Oh,
props.
yeah,
it's too
yeah.
explicit.
And the newer art is made by Tony Cole from the Bay Area, and
That
he's
one's
done
more family
all
friendly.
kinds of death metal artwork, cover albums, shirt. He did our shirts. He's at every death fest. If you can meet the guy, he's one of the sweetest, most awesome dude out there.
And he draws live.
Yeah.
Oh,
he draws
yeah?
a lot.
nice.
Yeah.
Is he a speed drawer too, or?
I don't think he speed draws, but he takes his time and he does his art at his booth.
Okay.
And,
Does he draw during?
Plays. What does he
draws
play?
in the shows.
That's so sick.
That's kind of his
And,
inspiration, I think.
yeah, and this guy's pretty cool, man. And he's got really
That's
cool prices.
I'm gonna look him up.
Definitely. So definitely shout out to him and his artwork. So Stockton, is it home to you guys?
Absolutely.
Yeah.
Are you do you rep Stockton when you go out?
It's on the van.
Oh,
Yeah.
That's alright.
Yeah, Evil's a little intense. He goes to 11 sometimes, but
Yeah.
it's not as loud. But
Nah, it's
the
good.
energy's there.
So yeah, you mentioned your van when you pulled up. See, when you pulled up last time, because I met you like 2 days ago, I didn't get to see the other side of your van.
Oh yeah.
And now I saw the other side, and it's full accidentally murdered on it.
Oh yeah, big blood splatter on the
Yeah.
side. It's got the handprints in there that you can barely see. It's got the F, the Spotify sign, the YouTube sign
Oh,
on
nice.
there in each hand. It's
That's
you know
so
what I mean?
sick.
That
And then on the bottom it just says follow us on Instagram.
Hey, we all of us need to get a picture in front of that
absolutely.
van
Yeah,
before we leave
yeah,
today.
Absolutely.
Yeah, picture time.
And,
time.
a friend of mine did that for us. Because he painted my van a long time ago. I had another van prior, and he tagged it up that one. So I got this one. I was like, hey man, you got to do this one.
Right.
You just got to. He came through and just did it all up, man. Just made it look bloody. Just the logo. He did the logo.
Yeah.
Which was
That's
awesome.
cool.
So when you rep Stockton, every city you play at, right?
Oh, absolutely.
Yes.
So what do people tell you when you guys say, okay, we're from Stockton?
Oh man, we get
What do you
mixed
get?
reaction. I remember one time we was in LA, we told this one gentleman that we're from Stockton, and he goes, "Woo, Stockton, woo!" He's like, "Oh man, I remember I stopped there one time, and he got out in the train. He got out the train. He looked around, and he's like, nope." Went right back in the train.
Wow.
Left.
Nope.
But yeah, man, it's mixed.
Los Angeles.
Right.
Yeah.
Yeah, and that was the funniest one. Other ones, they try to throw a little gangsterish tone to it, like, "Oh, Stockton, you from Stockton?" And stuff like that, and like, yeah, I'm from Stockton, man.
Yeah. I'm Stockton. No, don't bring me into all that.
Yeah, right.
That's funny.
Yeah, man. A lot of times they kind of they know the reputation, and
Right.
they're just iffy about it. You know what I mean? Like
A lot of my friends that live in Sacramento are pretty intimidated to come down here sometimes because
That happens to me
they
too.
think they're
I
gonna
have
get
friends that
shot
will
or
come
But
out
something.
it's not
here,
that bad
and it's
because
not bad
it's
at all.
not.
Sacramento is worse, you know?
Yeah.
it's
Well,
way
it's
worse
just
in
who you hang
Sacramento.
around with,
Definitely.
man. You got to find the right people. There's a
Yeah.
lot of good
Yeah.
people in Stockton.
I've only met really cool people in Stockton. I mean, I'm not
Yeah.
trying to jinx myself.
Yeah,
but
absolutely.
Hey,
you know
but
what I'm saying?
he's-
I've only met cool people.
He's from Lodi though,
Right on.
so
But now he's from Stockton now.
No.
Oh.
yeah.
Hey.
Yeah, shout out to Lodi.
Right on. But yeah, man. I mean, it just because of the per capita, it's pretty crazy.
That's what I heard. I mean,
Yeah.
I was just discussing this with somebody else, and they're like, "Well, it's only because it's per capita. It's because
Yeah.
it's a smaller city,
And
but you're
it's
gonna
pretty
have
active.
you're gonna have more crime recorded in that smaller area. But the same amount of crime is not gonna affect the percentages in a bigger city.
Yeah.
Yeah, exactly.
So
And we do get a lot of folks from the Bay Area here.
Mhm.
You know what I mean? And it's just people just look at the numbers and not the actual people from there, not the actual artists that are from here.
Right.
in their experience, and a lot of the time they want to bring up like the violence just because it gets their attention.
No, I know.
Yeah.
that's
Because that's all you hear in the media, you know?
Yeah.
And in Stockton, there's so many good artists.
Yeah, there really is, man. Like you come here, I want to say this is like the city of artists. There's
it's intense.
Yeah.
It's a lot. Everybody's doing something artistic
Yeah,
in some form.
yeah, one
Some
form or
way.
another. They're
Yeah.
either helping other artists or they're doing
Yeah, or
performing.
promoting even like.
promoting. It's
Or
pretty
e-
cool. It's what I think is what makes it kind of sad is because there's a lot of great people, and then some nights it just seems like there's nothing.
Yeah.
Like you'll go to a show and there's no one there.
Even if you look at
Yeah.
the
I feel
local
it.
businesses, there's a lot of cool local businesses in
Oh, yeah.
Stockton, and so it's just it's basically a full circle, you know.
Yeah, what I recently started to see was we started to get a lot more breweries. Like,
Yes.
like
Everybody,
taps, you know what I mean?
everybody's
Yeah.
getting breweries.
Yeah.
That's where the money's at, you know.
Yeah, dude, they got some great beer there, man.
Yeah.
have a band play, you know.
Yeah.
Have some entertainment come in. And,
Yeah, man.
And
There's a Channel Brewing, right?
Channel, yeah. And they've been together. Haven't they been established for like 2-3 years now?
Yeah, for sure.
And they've definitely grown up tremendously.
I hope they stay, man.
And they recently redid their stage last year too, so the stage is a lot nicer. Have you played at Channel Brew yet?
No, but when I did call, because I was trying to fill in a date on June 8th for part of the tour for Stockton.
Right.
I couldn't find a venue, and they told me they weren't trying to go to the heavy part of music scene anymore.
Yeah,
right.
Yeah.
So we kind of just missed that boat.
Right.
Fortunately we got to play on their old stage before they redid it.
How does that? So, for example, how do your reactions from people who first hear your band name or hear your music?
So do they hear the name or see the logo first?
Because I get a lot of reactions like, "What's the bright side of suicide?" You know what I mean? And I'm like, "Well, I don't have time." To explain it.
Logo.
But yeah,
it's logo.
And then they try to.
They laugh at
judgmental.
That's
accidentally murdered.
Yeah.
Yeah, they're
they either see how the bloody name, and they can't read the name because it's bloody, or they see it's accidentally murdered, and it's an oxymoron. So they're like, that doesn't make sense.
Yeah.
Accidentally murdered. How do you accidentally murder someone?
Yeah.
And then and they try to make sense out of it, and I laugh at the whole situation. Like, it's an oxymoron, man. Like you.
Yeah.
It's
there for
for
fun.
laughs.
So it's kind of like
it's a morbid humor.
An in joke between. Yeah.
It don't really make total sense.
Yeah.
When it comes to.
It doesn't have to make sense.
Yeah.
Like,
it's art, you know.
And we just want something
it's an expression.
Yeah, there's something that sticks in your mind, you know.
Yeah.
So do you get a lot of when trying to book shows or play shows or get gigs in general? Do you get a lot of missed opportunities due to the fact of your genre?
No, I don't think so. We just yeah. I mean, and if they're not interested, why do we want to push the subject in order to play there? I mean, we want to play where we wanted. I don't care if it's 5 people. They love us.
See,
in front of 5 people.
Not a lot of bands have that mentality.
Yeah, well, they look for the success part, I guess. I mean, they don't know what success is. To me, is if I get that one fan who comes and buys merch and tells his friends, like, hey, man, you guys missed a dope show. There was no one there. I went. I got, look at the shirt I got. You know what I mean? Look at, listen to the music. Next time they come through, we got to go.
Right.
And then next, I got 3 people at the show.
Yeah. Right. And then it multiplies every time you play, you know?
I mean, that's just it's amazing when that happens.
Man.
That's what you want.
Yeah.
Word of mouth is definitely the best promotion, to be honest.
Oh yeah. And that's the way we all listen. I mean, you look at advertising, we won't always follow it. You'll see if someone tries to invite you to a band page, you're not gonna go invite it because people don't like being told what to do.
Yeah.
And yeah, man.
And it's just like this. This interview is basically word of mouth because everybody's just listening and watching. Is gonna be like, you know what? These guys don't seem that bad. We're gonna check out their music and bam, 1 fan, 2 fan, 3 multiplies, and by that time, your next show, you might even have more people than your last show.
Yeah,
you know?
Absolutely, man. And people who don't know about you guys who follow us, all of a sudden know that there's a voice for Stockton here for local artists. Doesn't matter the genre, as long as you're putting in the work and you're good folks and you're willing to work with others. Come on by.
And that's why I named it the Artist Hour, because I really want to focus on the rock community, but you could be any artist, and it doesn't even have to be music. Yeah. Love to have you on the show because it's all about the art and the artistic expression in the city that I want on the show. So if, say, you have nobody that knows who you are, you can leave this hour with 1 fan, 2 fan, at least somebody who's going to go and follow you, you know?
Yeah.
And so that's what the whole show's about. And basically what the Voice of San Joaquin is. It used to be KXVS, and they expanded. We're getting 1 tower in Tracy and 1 tower in Lodi, which means we're going to be on FM.
Oh, right.
So you don't have to download an app and listen to it on the air no more. It's full on FM. We're going to get our own.
There you go. Hey, man, bring us back.
Yeah, definitely. Yeah.
So what's next for you guys?
Yeah.
Just playing the last shows. We got a show in New Mexico. I don't know if I can say the title on.
Is it explicit?
Is that what?
It's not explicit. Yeah, it is. Well, we're playing in New Mexico. If you go onto the band page, you can see the name of the show.
So what's your guys' Instagram?
Instagram is accidentally murdered.
Okay.
All caps. Accidentally
underscore murdered. Yeah,
so
all caps.
They'll be able to find all the information there.
Absolutely,
cool.
man.
Awesome.
Absolutely. And we got the local show would be in Modesto, which is August 3rd, right?
August 3rd. Where at?
And I forget the name of the venue.
Ooh.
Yeah. But
There's so many shows.
yeah, we do. We do got so many things going on. We're trying to make more music. We're actually trying to get set practice dates again because we kind of after the tour we kind of took a little break, rest with our family, regroup, and then trying to find the best days so we can just get our things together, man.
So your next show coming up and stuff, it's already in the middle of the year. So and it's already summer. You have anything lined up for summer?
No. Except the tour was the biggest thing.
How far back was that?
It was through June.
So it was basically summer.
Beginning of June.
Okay.
It was like June 2nd through the 9th.
So it's
maybe a little longer, give or take.
Nice.
So that was it. Fun. Yeah, that was the main thing because we had to save up and make sure we had something to eat, make sure we had gas, and then now it's just we got 3 more shows we're gonna do, which is in the woods, the Modesto show,
New Mexico,
and then the festival in New Mexico.
And the festival in New Mexico on August 30th. We don't have anything else beyond that because we kind of just want to focus on writing, and I mean if a real good band wants us to hop on, or a friend of ours wants us to hop on, we just might pop up.
So what influences you to write the type of style and type of music you guys write?
Death, comedy.
Comedy.
Yeah, man. A lot of the stuff.
Can you elaborate on that?
Just if you read our lyrics, a lot of it's kind of it's funny, man.
Yeah.
I mean, it's explicit, but it's.
Do you guys publish the lyrics? Or is there anywhere that people can go and get your lyrics to follow through?
They should be on Spotify. I'm not sure, but if not, I mean, I guess I gotta start posting more on.
Or you can just go to one of their shows and just take me to a tattoo shop and just get it tattooed on me, and now it's on me.
Oh yeah, right. But yeah, man. I mean, a lot of the stuff is just I write it just so people read it and laugh. You know what I mean? Cool. And like I said, it's morbid, but it's comedy. And
do you guys all pitch in together and write together, or is it just individual?
Sometimes, yeah. Sometimes, we all throw in our 2 cents here and there.
Mostly it's just motherfucking morbid ass mindset.
Yeah.
I'm sorry. My language.
That's right. So
you're watch it for the future.
You're the one that mainly writes the lyrics, yeah?
For the deeps, the people who do the highs, Hoser used to write his verses, and then Mosca writes his verses now.
Okay.
So we get together, so that way, I mean, I want everybody to make it feel like this is part of everybody.
Yeah.
Not one song belongs to any member at all. This band is for Stockton, is made by Stockton members.
Right.
We've all came in, put in a piece of our heart in this band.
Right.
We all left our heart in this band. And we're going to continue to carry that with us wherever we go and whatever we write. And it's just to keep this thing alive, man. I mean, I don't want it to die. I love it. I love the music. It was a dream come true to be a part of it. It was an honor that all these guys who before me were in it and wanted me to be a part of it. It's an honor to help these guys and me just to continue it, man. I mean, I say I like to stop, but I don't. I come to practice anyways. You know what I mean? There's certain days
with it.
So, who writes the instrumental parts then?
Oh, these guys do.
Me.
Like, we just go in there and they just jam, man. I mean, that's what we really do. Someone would just start playing the guitar riff. Someone would join in with the drums.
Do you guys record your rehearsals and be like, oh, you know what? When you play right there, that's sick.
Nah, no? we should, but we don't. We kind of
could do that.
Yeah, we kind of just, I don't know, old school in that sense, man. We like I said, first and foremost, we jam because this is our hobby.
Right.
We don't know if we never dreamed of getting famous. We don't know how to get famous. We don't know what to do if we did.
So that means you're not signed.
Oh, absolutely not.
But now, what about endorsed or any of that? I know you're not signed, but like
endorsements, nah. It's all us, man. We endorse ourselves. That's
Okay.
why we. That's why Chuck said the one of the hardest things is money. Money for the merch, money for the artwork, money for the promotion.
no. What about when Chuck mentioned about being on compilation CDs?
Oh man, every chance we get invited, or someone will throw it out there. Hey, I'm putting I'm putting a city together,
Right.
and who wants to join in? So I'll just throw my hat in the ring. Or
How many songs do they let you?
Just one.
Just one.
Yeah.
Okay.
We've
That's
been,
so sick.
Yeah, man. And we work with Dead Sea Records from out of LA, and we're part of that compilation as well. So we're part of Dead Sea Records and Midnight Management.
Okay.
So we associate with those guys, and they help us a lot. We have sponsorship if we want it. But at the end of the day, it's just the money issues, man.
Yeah.
When we play and we go on the road, sometimes it's always good to at least get gas money.
Oh man, gas money is essential.
For sure.
Yeah.
We could travel.
And if not gas money, man, at least throw us a little beer.
Yeah,
I mean,
free pitcher of beer, like that one time we played.
Oh, that's right.
On the Y in Sac.
Yeah,
and,
shout out to On the Y in Sacramento.
Oh,
They
yeah,
hooked
man.
us up with
But
free pitcher of beer.
it was Coors, It was basically
Hey,
water,
don't look
but
at it,
it's
horse
something.
in the mouth, bro.
hey, but it was pretty.
What did I
pretty
tell
good.
you? That is your water for the night.
Yeah.
You
Yeah,
just
there you
drink
go.
that up.
And I went home and I
That
found
whistle.
out. I found out that I told people about that story because I thought it was pretty funny. They're like, "Yeah, it's Coors. It's basically water. You're not supposed to savor it. You're supposed to just down it. It's cheap beer." And I'm like,
You just
yeah.
drink it.
"Just chug it, right?"
It's hot. Just drink one. Yeah.
So, where's your merch?
It's right over there. Mosca and Stu came on by, and they have it right out there.
Can we take a look at that?
Absolutely, man.
Because
Bring it on
I'm
there.
sure these listeners want to see some of your
Yeah,
stuff.
we got single logo shirts. We have one with the deep fried baby on there with the logo. We have one with
Let's not show that one though.
Yeah.
and we have one with the little girl that's holding a deep fried baby on it.
Let's not show that one either.
You gotta come to the show to see those ones.
Yeah, for
Definitely,
sure.
man. And all definitely dope artwork from Tony Cole. And yeah, we got stickers too. It's the same thing. It's either different logos or
Okay.
the deep fried baby.
Gotcha. Why the deep fried baby though, man?
Because that's one of our songs.
Deep fried baby is it
Yeah.
called?
Yeah, it's called Deep Fried Babies.
I'm gonna go home and YouTube that now.
Absolutely, man. It
That's-
was just like I said, man.
It's so
something for,
hardcore, man.
A little shock value, little
So-
humor.
You like conversary, basically. You like to be talked about, no?
Well, I mean, anybody that does anything, puts their stuff out there, would love to be talked about, regardless of
Oh yeah.
the context. You can hate on me, go for it. You know who we are.
Yeah.
You love me, that's even better. You know what I mean? We got love for everybody. But I mean, we can handle anything. People made fun of our names. People made fun of us.
So
I mean,
are you
but
guys
I mean, it happens to everybody, man. It's an experience.
Yeah.
And it's on you how you handle it.
really do it yourself?
Yeah.
Yeah.
That's the only way we know,
Look what I
man.
just found out there.
Yeah, that's the.
What?
Look at that.
that's
Deep
the
fried
deep-
baby.
Yeah.
So do you ever
That's sick. Where can
you
people find these?
yeah.
Oh, you're gonna have to come to a show, man.
They-
that's
That's
right.
it.
They don't sell the merch on
That's
any
right,
website.
That's right.
So
Yeah,
see,
I'm trying to
I
get-
think that's pretty cool concept because it motivates people to come see you to pick up a merch, you know.
Yeah.
That's old school.
That is
You
old
used-
school.
you
Right on,
can't-
man.
You can't get the CDs. You can't get the tapes
Yeah.
or the shirts or anything unless you come to the shows.
Yeah,
But-
come to the shows, man.
That's what's
We'd
up.
love to see you. Drink one, smoke one, whatever it is that you do. Just
Safe.
wash your
Be,
hands.
be in that pit.
Just wash
Yeah.
your hands.
Yeah. Be in that pit and just
Yeah, enjoy
Safety
yourself, man.
first.
Yeah, safety first,
The
brother.
teamwork.
Yeah, there you go.
like wear a helmet in the pit, you know,
Yeah.
And bring your hard hat and your work boots.
and get down
Oh, your
basically.
dancing
Yeah.
shoes, man.
Your
Make
dancing
sure you gotta
shoes,
have your
too.
dancing shoes. Keep
So-
them all shiny.
We have a couple of mentions and shout outs too.
Absolutely,
So
man. Shout them all out.
we're gonna be at the 5th annual CCPR5
Right on.
Chicano Community Program and Radio Reunion Car Show. That's gonna be Sunday, August 11th.
Right on, man. Hell yeah.
And you guys should come. It's gonna be a car show. It's gonna have a lot of Chicano and art and entertainment, and the Voice of San Joaquin's gonna have a booth. We're gonna have a booth right next to it, and I'm trying to get some live entertainment in front of our booth so we can bring people into the community, let them know. My band, we're called Worst Friends Forever. We play alternative rock music, and we have a show coming up at Blackwater actually tomorrow night, and we're playing. Show starts at 7, doors open at 6. There's this headlining band called Conman Economy. They're on a state tour, so they're actually coming into Cali. It's going to be one of the stops. And then our next show is going to be at the Holy Diver in Sacramento. I'm so stoked for that. That's going to be awesome. That's going to be July 11th, and show starts at 6:30. I'm selling tickets. They're $5. Just basically hit me up or the band if anybody wants to come. Another mention, we're going to LA for another video shoot. We're leaving July 7th, and we're playing July 8th, and we'll probably come back July 9th. So it's like that whole week is LA and SAC, you know.
Yeah.
And that's how it should be.
Yeah.
Basically. Do you have any mentions you want to mention?
I would like to send off with all my well wishes to the people at Vox Pop.
Oh, yep. They had their last show Wednesday.
I wanna thank them for everything they've done for the scene. Did you?
Yeah.
Did you guys like it?
My band felt play.
Yeah.
Oh,
yeah?
nice.
Sick.
What date was it?
It was like shit. Ooh, shoot. Dang. Like two months ago.
Okay. Cool. Yeah. He played at Cryfest, and I went.
Yeah.
It was so dope.
Yeah, actually, I think I seen you at Volpox, and I seen you at the Impresso.
It was
At the Impresso. I haven't played at the Impresso.
Impresso?
No, I played at Blackwater.
I might have went to both of those at the same day, and that's probably.
So yeah, the Cryfest was 12 to 12, noon to midnight.
Yep.
Oh man.
There was so many bands on that lineup.
So many good bands too.
It was.
So yeah, I just want to thank them for everything they've done, and I hope to see what they do for us.
I hope to see another venue, man. Vox
shout
Pop
out to you, Stockton, for putting on the shows.
Vox Pop may have gone and left its mark, but there's so many places open up a venue. Maybe Vox Pop will influence another person to open another venue.
Oh, I hope so, man. I really hope so.
But yeah, I'm gonna be playing on July 21st, I believe, at Not So Secret Shows. That's in Patterson, California.
You should go to those.
That's
house
a really
shows.
cool house show. It's like in a house in the middle of nowhere. So
awesome.
Just go out there, party. It's super. Shoes, I believe Taking Foxhall is playing. World War is playing, and I think I'm missing somebody else besides myself. But yeah. Go to my Instagram, Brightside Music, and you can check out the flyer there. And then I believe we're playing in August at the Flower Shop.
Yeah,
are we doing that?
I don't know if we're on that, but
right. Well,
I think you're on that.
Oh,
if they add me,
dope.
We'll play Flower Shop.
Then we'll see. If not, more updates to come.
Yeah,
I wanted to
stay tuned.
Wanted to ask, would you be able to give maybe a shirt or a sticker, because we're doing a raffle for our listeners.
Absolutely, man. Whatever you need, just let me know.
We're raffling his merch. We got EPs from him that he made and put out. Yep. Bright Side of Suicide. We got
Black Flag.
We got the Mossburns. They're a band from Tracy.
Right on.
And one of their stickers is actually on the Rise and Shine.
That's a dope sticker.
It is. The station donated Kelly file. It's like I'd say compilation. It's pretty dope. Yeah, it's like hip hop. And have you heard of a band called 6 Years Today?
Absolutely, man.
Yes.
Shout out to you, man.
Yeah, we got that 6 Years Today right up there that we're raffling. I'll probably throw in a shirt of me.
And we'll give you some shirts, some stickers,
Worst Friends merch too.
Sweet.
We even got some women underwear if you like.
That's definitely dope. So
I'll for sure take one of
those. for any other listeners out there that want to be, take part in the raffle, just hit us up. The Voice of San Joaquin. the Artist Hour and just comment, leave a message, or message either me or Alejo for that. And
we'll figure it out.
Yeah. Was there any other mentions, any other shout outs you guys wanted to do before we wrap it up?
Oh man, just to their fans, family members, our friends, everybody that comes out to the shows, not just our shows, the ones that keep the scenes along.
Jose Mayorga.
Yeah.
Okay.
He's been a long time music
friend.
Yeah. Oh yeah. No, he's influenced a lot of us around here, and he's a strong, prominent member of the metal community as well.
For sure.
John. Yeah, us, man. I mean,
anything you want to tell our listeners right now?
Whatever you do, just don't ever stop. Whatever it is your passion is, it's the name of the game is just keep going, man. No matter what it is you face, no matter what hurdle, no matter what kind of wall, no matter what kind of relationships between friends that break down, just keep your head up. It's all a part of life. It's all experience. Don't ever stop. Just don't stop.
If you feel like quitting today, if you don't feel like quitting today, you won't tomorrow.
Yeah.
Just keep going.
And this has been the Artist Hour, episode 6 on the Voice of San Joaquin. And next week is actually July 4th. Did you know that?
I did.
And do you know who we're going to have on July 4th?
I'm an American now.
Yeah. Do you know what we're going to have on July 4th? We're going to have this band called Sala Rosa.
Salarosa.
Yeah, we're going to have Sala Rosa.
Boy Christian, he's awesome.
Shout out to Chris. And stay
Yeah.
tuned for episode 7 next week on the Voice of San Joaquin.
Absolutely,
And this
man.
has been the Artist Hour. Thank you, Accidentally Murdered.
Thank you.
Cheers.
Appreciate it. You guys are awesome.
Yep. And my outro.